The firemen won't tell us, but we believe there is a problem with the water. We do not see any water spewing up from these fire engines, and thus this building goes to nothing.
And shortly after that, we had footage coming up in just a moment of one of the store vendors, dear Val, who was overtaken by the shock, by the situation involving her goods going up in smoke. That's Sergeant Walter Evans of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. A little later we will hear him appeal for all available with suppression in between Scan's cafeteria and the Ministry of Tourism and the straw market. Indeed, a very tragic incident.
Minister has called for Brave Davis to concede the election.
In case they didn't hear you, in case we shouted,
go ahead, Darold.
Let me calm down.
Oh, Jesus.
The Right Honorable
Broadcasting live from the ILTV studios located here at University Drive. Welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm also a member of the local Catholic Christian community. Today is Monday, the 7th of October, 2024. My spiritual advisor is at my right hand, Bradley Rule. Welcome to Freedom March.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
Well, folks, everybody would have heard by now that talk show host, radio personality, Darold Miller, he has been found dead yesterday, and it's a very sad situation. We'll talk about him perhaps at the beginning of the show, because we do know Darold Miller very well, and we have known him for over 49 years, so it's powerful. But we will all die one day.
You better believe it.
So this is powerful. And then, of course, on the weekend, we had another murder. I think the murder count is now 95, somewhere in Sunset Park, between Fire Trail Road and Blue Hill Road, through a street called Wanria Avenue, perhaps named after one of the daughters of the late Percy Munnings. So a Negro male showed up home, and in the bushes lay two gunmen, and upon his arrival they exit the bushes and they killed him. So the count is 95, and the FNM says that the Prime Minister should get rid of the Minister responsible for national security. That's Wayne Monroe. Where is the FNM wrong on that point? And are they not aware that in the parliamentary democracy, there is a concept, a principle called collective responsibility? And Monroe, as minister, is not responsible for crime by himself. Perhaps I'll have to teach my party. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. Hold on, everybody. We'll be right back. Hurricane is heading to Florida. Y'all better come home. Hurricane is heading to Florida. Come home. It's powerful. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker, and of course, we will go straight to my spiritual advisor, Bradley Darold, who is waiting in great anticipation to spread the gospel. Bradley?
Yes, indeed. Today we're going to take a look at Ecclesiastes chapter 9, and we're going to look at a common destiny for all, as we reflect on one of the Bahamas' greatest radio personalities and talk shows has passed away. Make no mistake, it is a common destiny for all, whether it be white, black, yellow, brown, rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief, whatever we are. There's a common destiny. And here's what the author of the book of Ecclesiastes says in chapter 9, verse 1 through 6, and it says, "And so I reflect on all this life, I reflected on all this and concluded that the righteous and the wise and what they do are in God's hands. But no one knows whether love or hate awaits them. All share a common destiny, the righteous and the wicked, the good and the bad, the clean and the unclean, those who offer sacrifices and those who do not. As it is with the good, so with the sinful. As it is with those who take oaths, so with those who are afraid to take them. This is the evil in everything that happens under the sun. The same destiny overtakes all. The hearts of people, moreover, are full of evil, and there's madness in their hearts while they live. And afterward, they join the dead." Click. Anyone who is among the living has hope. Even a live dog is better off than a dead lion. For the living know that they will die, but the dead know nothing, and they have no further reward. And even their name is forgotten. Their love, their hate, and their jealousy have long since vanished. Never again will they have a part in anything that happens under the sun. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verses 1 through 6. Very, very, very sobering thought indeed. I read from the NIV. The Word of God is always powerful indeed. Thank you, producer. And back to you, Sandra.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. Well, folks, the news broke yesterday afternoon that Darold Miller, a well-known journalist, a well-known talk show host, he was found dead at one of the family residences on the corner of Minnie Street and Balfour Avenue in the Angliston community. So that spread like wildfire as scores of citizens gather where his remains were found. And I am certain that the entire Commonwealth of the Bahamas mourns and join me in mourning and offering sympathies to the siblings of the late Darold Miller. So I've known him for many, many years, and I dealt with him as he played the role of a journalist, and I played the role of a political activist. I also got to know him better as he conducted a variety of talk shows on radio and TV, and from time to time I was among the many citizens who was on his shows as a guest. And you would recall that in September of 2021, Darold Miller joined me here on Freedom March doing a special live broadcasting of the results of the 2021 general election. And you would recall that he was the lead host. And we had a wonderful, wonderful time as we conducted that show, and as Darold Miller, in a very efficient manner, analyzed the returns. And what I liked about Darold is he knew every constituency within the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, he having traveled to every island where it is inhabited and to every community. He knew the people, he knew the politics. So it was sad to learn of his passing, even though we were aware that from time to time he was ill, and we were aware that there was a point when he was in hospital. So perhaps I'll show you a small clipping when he last joined me to co-host the 2021 general election.
Whoa! Dr. Menace has called for Rev Davis to concede the election.
In case they didn't hear you, in case we
Go
shouted,
ahead, Darold.
let me calm down.
Oh, Jesus.
The Right Honorable Dr. Hubert
Kumbaya, my Lord.
Menace has called Fuller Brave Davis. Hold on, let me confirm before you dance, sir. Let me confirm the nature of that call. If the nature of that call, and you really only call your opponent when you saying, you beat me, sir. But there could have been another reason for the call, and so Rodney, Mr. Freedom March, could you stop marching, take your seat, and let us continue with the results, please, sir. I know this is your show.
I know.
Yes,
You're in
sir.
charge.
All right.
Good morning, I see. Mabgi, Prime Minister, Lale.
Lord, Elon say, Lord.
It is a major victory today. My party, the FNM, has been defeated. I want the country to know that I need 6 months of rest.
I authorize
And
you, sir, to begin playing your guitar.
I shall
lightly,
return.
Lightly, I will talk over
I
it.
shall return.
Let's go to Bain and Grandstand. Let's go to Bain and Grandstand. Lightly, please.
Okay.
This is powerful. So we all know that Darold Miller was very, very colorful. He was an intellectual extraordinaire. He was well educated, and he was among the last set of Bahamians. He was among the last set of Bahamians who went to the British government high school. So he was well grounded, and I want to offer my sympathies to his 3 brothers and his sister and his son and his nephews. So it's a very sad day, Mr. Spiritual Advisor.
Yeah, no doubt. Darold definitely is going to be missed. He's just one of those characters that you enjoyed. No one, in my estimation, can call election results like he did. You know, there's always that laughter when Darold say, well, we'll go to Pine Ridge, and he would call the person who is for the DNA 0 votes. And that was always a laugh. But yeah, Darold will be missed. Make no mistake about it. I think he's one of the greatest radio personalities and talk show hosts that we have had in the country for a while. He may have started off, if I'm not mistaken, he may have started off with The Guardian as a sports writer.
That is true.
And then, of course, his career just catapulted to the highest. No doubt, Darold Miller will be missed. So we give our condolences, of course, to his family, His brother was a very good friend of yours.
Yes, Philip
Philip Miller.
Miller.
Yeah, I must visit Philip Miller and
Yeah.
give my personal condolences to him.
Yeah.
And of course his family on the passing of Darold Miller. I would often talk to Darold when he would come to December Food Store. Just before his show, he would often stop in December Food Store to pick up the newspapers, I guess to prep himself or to familiarize himself with the latest that was going on in the country. And we'll have our little talk and, you know, he'll just move on. But we're going to miss him, and condolences to the family of the late Darold Miller.
It's powerful. I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, you're now hearing reports that there is a new storm that is developing. Hurricane Milton. Hurricane Milton is the next storm that is heading towards the United States, and we are advised that it's heading to the state of Florida. And there is, what do we call it, a state of emergency?
Yeah, definitely. I think for the whole West Coast.
And of course,
Florida.
yes. And of course, Bahamas Air is offering a special, what, my spiritual, right?
Yeah, we got to say congratulations and hats off to, I guess, the Bahamas government, Ministry of Tourism, or Bahamas Air and the operators of the airline, the flagship carrier of the Bahamas. What they decided to do to get students out of the Tampa and Orlando area, I think they reduced their price to $104. So you can get your students out of the Tampa, Orlando area for $104.
To bring them home?
Yeah, from Orlando to
New
Bahamas.
Providence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a major development.